Geoffrey Mumper was born on September 13 in 1958. He has an associate's degree, and previously worked as a craftsman. Geoffrey is married to Anne-Marie Greta, age 54, a native of Trenton, New Jersey. Anne-Marie has a Bachelor's of Science from Purdue University, a Master's in Health Physics from Georgia Technical University, and a Master's in Elementary Education. She had just completed a master's degree in special needs child care development. Anne-Marie dreamed of becoming a special needs school teacher, and give those students a better quality of life. She planned to make that a reality soon. Currently she drives a school bus. She devoted her life to her family and friends. The couple had 2 children, 26-year-old Emma, and 18-year-old Jacob. Emma received her master's degree at Stony Brook University, where she also is a doctoral degree student. She received her Bachelor of Science in Psychology from the Indiana University, graduating with the highest honors. While attending the university, she was a teaching assistant in the Department of Psychology and Brain Sciences Department. Emma was a member of the Phi Beta Kappa Society, an academic honor society. She was a member of Graduate Women in Science and Engineering. During her doctoral studies, she authored 3 research articles. Emma was an overachiever, excelling at everything she put her mind to. Jacob was a senior at Bloomington High School North. He was a member of the National Art Honor Society, and a Cougar Den leader. He was an award-winning swimmer at his school. For the past 2 years in a row he was the Indiana High School Sectionals champion. He was the president of Bring Change to Mind group, that helped bring awareness about mental health. He enjoyed drawing, fishing and gaming with his cousins and friends. The family lived at the 2600 block of South Olcott Boulevard in the Hyde Park neighborhood, in Bloomington, Indiana. Geoffrey Mumper recently beat the odds against prostate cancer. The family was overjoyed with the wonderful news. But that would be short-lived. Geoffrey soon discovered that he now has pancreatic cancer. Pancreatic cancer only has an 8% survival rate. It has one of the lowest survival rates among all types of cancer. On September 6, at 10:15 a.m. a family friend came to pick up Emma, but could not get anyone to answer the door. She knew the family was home. Worried, she opened the door with a key the family previously gave her. Upon entering, she immediately found Emma's lifeless body on the floor in her bedroom. She immediately ran outside and called 911. Police were dispatched to the scene, and discovered all 4 family members dead from gunshot wounds. Anne-Marie was found in the master bedroom. Jacob and Emma were found in their own bedrooms. Geoffrey's body was in the bathroom. It was apparent that Geoffrey Mumper shot his family, then committed suicide with the same gun. The only survivors was the family dog and a house cat. Both were taken away to the animal shelter. Jacob's swim coach Max Irwin said that he was going to beat the swim records this year. Those were my records from when I went through. So, to have coached someone who's now better than me, that's kind of what you really want as a coach. So, it's a tough loss on so many levels, the athletics being one of the lesser levels for sure, Max Irwin said. Investigators state no note was left, and it's unclear why Mumper murdered his family before taking his own life. Mayor of Bloomington, John Hamilton, released a statement, "All of Bloomington mourns today, after we lost a family in an apparent triple homicide and suicide. My wife Dawn and I are heartbroken, and extend our sympathy to the relatives, friends, neighbors, colleagues, and classmates of the family we have lost. The tragic loss of these 4 fellow Bloomingtonians comes as a horrible shock during an already challenging year, when family or private struggles may remain even harder to see than usual. Anna Marie's sister, Erica Sands, created scholarships to honor the lives of her sister, Jacob and Emma. A GoFundMe raised over $13,000 in just 5 days. All funds raised will go to scholarships. In Anna Marie's name, a scholarship will be awarded to MCCS Foundation of Monroe Community Schools. In Emma's name, a scholarship will be awarded to Stony Brook University. In Jacob's name, a scholarship will be awarded to Bloomington High School North. The Indiana Swim Club released a statement on their Instagram saying, "The board members, staff, and families of the Indiana Swim Club are devastated by the death of our friend and fellow swimmer, Jacob Mumper, who trained with the senior group at ISC and was in his senior year at Bloomington North High School. His passing will be felt deeply throughout our club, and the Bloomington swimming community, and our hearts are with his family, friends, and all who knew him." A family friend, Aubrey Burt, and his wife dropped off flowers, and told reporters they cleaned the family's home several days a week. Burt told reporters he had known Anna Marie for many years. "The biggest impact is the kind of person she is. Very kind, very loving person, and she takes care of everybody around her. None of them deserved that," he went on to say, "one of the nicest, kindest couple of kids you'll ever meet. Even Jeff was a very kind man. This is shocking. It's unexpected, and I just want people to know that they were going through a lot," said Burt. Grace Hunt, a friend who went to Bloomington North High School with Emma Mumper, said, "We had a pretty close friendship. Even though we haven't been talking in the past few years, that doesn't really change anything. We were really good friends back then," Hunt said. "I kind of really didn't believe it when I first heard about it, and I was kind of holding on today when they officially released their names, that it was actually her and her family." She continued, "It's kind of really making me think about other friends that I've had, that maybe I should get in contact with again, because I may not have the chance again." Memorial services were held at Fitzgerald Summer Funeral Home at 17 South Delaware Avenue in Yardley, Pennsylvania. The family was laid to rest at Riverview Cemetery in Trenton, New Jersey on September 19 in 2020. Nathanial Pipkin, age 22, lived with his mother, Tracy McNeely, age 44, his stepfather, Jesse Morton McNeely, age 47, his 20-year-old brother, Carson Pipkin, and his 11-year-old sister, Kaylee Grace Warren. Kaylee was a 6th-grade student at Battle Creek Middle School. She loved being outdoors. Going into the mountains was her favorite pastime. She adored animals of all kinds. Carson always had a smile on his face. He enjoyed restoring old cars, and also loved animals. He was known as the family jokester. The family lived at 2173 Double Branch Road in Columbia, Tennessee, about 45 miles south of Nashville. Nathanial Pipkin was arrested on March 2 in 2021 for unlawful possession of a firearm. At just before 6 a.m. on October 1 in 2021, an emergency call came in, reporting a shooting incident. Jesse Morton McNeely told police dispatchers that his stepson, Nathanial Pipkin, began firing inside the home, and he barely escaped out of a window. He ran to a nearby neighbor's home where he placed the call to 911. Pipkin fled the scene in his 2003 silver Ford Mustang. Police were on the scene within 10 minutes. They quickly made entry into the home. They found Nathanial Pipkin's mother, Tracy McNeely, dead from gunshot wounds. His 20-year-old brother, Carson, and 11-year-old sister, Kaylee, were also dead from gunshot wounds. The only survivor was Jesse McNeely, who barely escaped with his life by jumping out of the window. An arrest warrant was immediately issued, stating that Pipkin knowingly, intentionally, and with premeditation killed all 3 family members, and attempted to kill his stepfather, Jesse McNeely. A nationwide manhunt was conducted to locate this suspected killer. Monteagle Police and Tennessee Highway Patrol put out a bulletin to be on the lookout for Pipkins and his vehicle. When police located him at 8:50 a.m. in Monteagle, Tennessee, he was over 100 miles away from his home. He was heavily armed and ready to take more lives. Maury County Sheriff Bucky Rowland said in a news conference multiple firearms were in plain view, such as long guns. The suspect was actively wearing a ballistic body armor. He surrendered to authorities without any incident. When being arrested, a reporter asked him if he had any comment. The only thing he had to say was, self-defense. Multiple agencies helped with the investigation. Metro Police, Marion County Sheriff's Office, Grundy County Sheriff's Office, Monteagle Police, Tennessee Highway Patrol, and Coffee County Sheriff's Office. Tennessee authorities filed 7 separate criminal charges against Pipkin. 3 counts of first-degree murder, 3 counts of aggravated assault resulting in death, and attempted first-degree murder. First-degree murder, under Tennessee law, is usually described as premeditated and intentional killing of another. It can also apply in other circumstances. This crime is punishable by death, life without parole, or life with a chance at parole. Prosecutors haven't made the decision yet as to which penalty they will pursue. Neighbor Mark Phelps said, "Nothing like this ever happens here. The only thing we ever see is an occasional wreck at the intersection of Double Branch and Sam Johnson Road." He said he noticed police lights when he was getting ready to go to a dentist appointment. "We had no idea what happened," he said. "We thought it might have been a wreck." Kaylee's principal, Mike Kinnard, told reporters, "She was a very sweet young lady, and she will be missed." A former teacher of Kaylee said this has taken its toll on all of us. "She had a heart of gold really, and just loved people. Super sweet, just had a smile when she walked in the classroom, you knew she was there," said Bieber. The former teacher also knew Carson. "He also had a smile that lit up any room when he walked in, he was a jokester and funny," she said. Ashley Bradley, a 5th grade teacher from Battle Creek Middle School, said, "We just need to pray for that family," Bradley said. "The stepdad did get out, so now he has to try to piece together an absolutely broken life. I don't know if he is saved, but hopefully somebody will reach out to him and share the gospel." A family friend, Tiffany Viazanko, said, "My heart sunk. An 11-year-old little girl. I mean, really. There's no reason for that. Your mother. Your own mother." She went on to say, "This is a tragedy. We all pretty much keep an eye out for one another around here. If somebody needs help, we're here to help." Pipkins is being held at Maury County Jail until trial. A gag order was placed on the criminal case by Judge L. Lee Bailey in Maury County General Sessions Court in Mount Pleasant. The community held an emotional vigil on October 13 at the bleachers of Spring Hill High School, in remembrance of the student lost. More than 150 students attended. Funeral services were held on October 6 in 2021, at Spring Hill Memorial Funeral Home. Jeffrey Mumper won the battle against prostate cancer, but his joy was short-lived when cancer reared its ugly head again, this time in his pancreas. Basically a death sentence. His children were extremely gifted, and would have brought so much to this world, but their father thought they should follow him to death. How selfish is it for a father who knows he's going to die, to force his children to die with him? Nathanial Pipkin woke up one morning, and decided to murder his entire family. Luckily his stepfather escaped out of a window, and alerted police. It takes an evil person to murder your mother, brother and little sister. He deserves far more than our justice system can ever deliver. May all the victims in both cases rest in peace. That concludes this episode. Keep your eye out for the next volume, coming soon. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.